Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I've got a really quick video to show you how to make a delicious chili plum sauce. Plums are in season and I picked up these little beauties at the Queen Vic market. These are a Central Park black plum, but you can pick up a black Doris or even the yellow ones will work. I just prefer the darker ones. So kilo and a half, that was like $5. So it's really inexpensive to make and you can enjoy it through the rest of the year. I love pairing it with roast pork or even like a sweet and sour pork type of deal. Alright, so should we get cracking? We're going to be using some delicious spices in there too. So I've got some garlic, ginger, dried chilies. These are Szechuan dried chilies. And the reason I'm using dried chilies rather than fresh chilies is I want it to be a more even, mellow burn rather than an upfront, in-your-face kind of chili burn. And then I've got some cinnamon here, and finally star anise. So I've already washed these plums, so what we need to do now is just to remove the stone and cut them up a little bit. So let's get cracking. Got my saucepan ready, should be about the perfect size for the plums. So I'm just going to pop it down here in the sink out of the way, so then I can just easily pop the plums in there. So what you want to do is just get your knife and cut around the stone. Sometimes they do have a bit of a weird stone that's split in half, so just be careful, don't apply too much pressure. And we just cut around like so. So just spin them around with one hand. And you can see that then when I twist it, look at that beautiful color. Perfect. Okay, so that's the plums all done. So all I need to do now is just to twist them. Oh no. Be careful, they're juicy little numbers. When you're making something like this, you want to make sure that the fruit is at the peak of its ripeness. That way you'll lock in all of that delicious flavor to enjoy later on when you want to eat it. Oh, look at these. I just want to eat a piece right now. So juicy and delicious. Yum. And lucky last one. Okie dokie. And look at that. Look at all those beautiful plums. I can still taste that one I just ate. So, into the pot with them. So you want to make sure that you use a pot that's not way too big or like too snug, because it will, when it's simmering, you don't want it to spit over the edge. So next it's on to adding the other aromatics. So I've got here some garlic, so about 3 cloves of garlic. Just slice those up roughly, like so, pop them in. And then the ginger, so it's about a 4 centimeter piece here. We'll slice that up a bit more finely. And then with these chilies, we're just going to break them up like so. And then cinnamon, and then star anise. Okay, then we're going to add, I've got about 1.5 cups of sugar here. So in with that. And then we've got about 2 cups of rice vinegar. Okay. And then I'm going to hit it with some black pepper. For something different, you could use Tasmanian pepperberry in there. I think that would be quite nice too. Might try that next time myself actually. And don't forget to add a little bit of salt at the beginning too. Just a little bit. Don't worry that the liquid isn't quite covering the plums. Just give it a press down, like so, and as it starts to cook, then all of that, the juice will come out of those plums, and then it'll all start to come together nicely. Okay, so it's time to put this on the stove now, and we'll put it on about a medium heat. Once it comes to a simmer, turn it down to kind of low. Okay, so this looks good now. It's nicely cooked. So it's time to take it off the stove. So it looks quite saucy, but that's not such a bad thing because it will thicken up once we blitz it and it cools down. So I've just got to have a look through there and find those spices. Here's the first star anise. There's the second one. And where's the cinnamon? Here it is. Okay. So we got rid of the spices, so now it's time to blitz it up. Using the stick blender, I'm just going to pop this in here. Just be careful when you're doing this because it is hot and you don't want to spray it everywhere. Okay, it's looking nice and smooth now. Let's get rid of that. And then it is vital to give it a taste. So, be careful, it is hot. Yum. Just the right amount of sweetness, just the right amount of tartness from the vinegar. That garlic and ginger in the background. The chili just is a suggestion at the end. It's not over the top, which is what I wanted. I didn't want it to be blow your head off. Okay, so now we're ready to bottle. This is the messy part. I've already put some boiling water into the jars and into the lids to sterilize them. And I've left that in there so it's nice and hot. So what I'm going to do is pull them out. It's hot, so be careful. Use a tea towel if need be. And just tip out that hot water. Okay? And then, while it's still nice and hot, pop your funnel in and then use a jug to fill it up. Yum, look at that. Delicious. Awesome. This is going to be so good. Whoa. Careful not to get too excited like I just did. A little bit more. And then as soon as you've filled them, put the lids on. Okay? And then that should help them suction down and make sure they're tight. There we go. Whew, that's hot. There we go. There it is. How simple is that? I reckon you can make that at home. Plums are in season at the moment. You will enjoy this throughout the rest of the year. I'll be back soon with another delicious recipe for you, so stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.